All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the third season and the first episode of the Heart to Heart podcast, the season of exploration. My name is Hafiz and I'm your host, and today we have a special guest, Alexia. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Lexi Lex, and yes, you call me Alexia, or if that is too hard, you call me Lex or Lexi for short. Just thank you for the opportunity, and look forward to being blessed to the viewers and the listeners out there.
Please don't make this complicated. What about the time we wasted on our love?
All right, but as other than that, originally from California, actually. But I've now currently live in Texas, been living permanently for about 14 years. Um, Writing wise, I didn't think I was really called to write till about a few years ago when it impressed upon my heart to write a book and published my first book in 2020, and then my second book, which is like my most, I say, most valuable one, called "You're Not the Only One Who's Been Hurt, Violently Abused, and That's Overcome." Um, I really am amazed by the gift of writing, and not only writing has helped me, but I know it has helped others. So I thank you for the opportunity.
That's amazing. I'm glad to hear. And at some point, I promise I'm going to read the book. I was definitely intrigued by him.
Yes, sir.
So definitely, I'm actually excited to like dive a bit deeper into it. But right before we do that, I do want to start off with a game real quick. So for
Uh-huh.
those of you who have watched an episode before, specifically in the first season, we did play this game before. How it works real quick. We've got a set of randomized words. We're going to be asking each other lighthearted questions, and we have to incorporate those three randomized words into our answers. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to ask the first question. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
All right, let's go. So, my question to you is, let's say you have to live with three animals. Which ones would it be? And your words are wardrobe, grace, and neck.
Okay, that is definitely gonna be easy. Definitely easy one. Um, Dog is first because you could buy them clothes and they won't do a fit. Plus they have such a grace with as a dog because they know how to nurture you. They know how to say, "Hey, my owner now. Okay, let me check on the owner." And the neck because when they act up, you can put a certain thing around their neck called the leash, and they are good to go. Okay, I
Nice.
did good.
How about the other two animals? So we said,
Uh, the second,
yeah.
okay, the second animal would be a dolphin. And the
Ooh.
reason why I said dolphin because one, especially going to SeaWorld, wardrobe wise, don't have to buy them anything, any clothes. Two, there's a grace about them where there's such a beauty of how they're created. And they don't have no neck. So I ain't gonna buy them jewelry. The third one will be a whale and a beluga whale. Reason why, same thing, ain't gonna buy them no clothes. Two, they have also a grace about them. They're very beautiful and they all have a smile on their face. I don't know why, but I love it. And they don't have a neck either. So I ain't got to buy them bling bling. I ain't got to buy them a leash or nothing. Because you know what? They always want to be in the water and give them food and they good to go.
Damn. I gonna lie, not the expenses, not the answers I expected, but
Yes.
great answer. Can't even argue
That's
with
that.
that.
Yeah, I couldn't think no other. And you know, I say bird, cat. Like, no, I'm gonna be honest. I want a dog and dolphin and a whale, and I'm good to
Oh,
go.
nice. I like that. I like that. All
Thank you.
right. Would you like to ask next?
Okay, let's see here. Okay, the words we have is tenant, bedroom, and equal. If you had to have a best, let's say, what would be like your best roommate
Best
with those three
roommate.
words? Your best roommate and why?
Like the how would I describe my best roommate or okay.
Yeah, mhm.
Yeah. So um first of all, as we're living in an apartment, this is the only tenants hopefully would be me and them. It's like me and
Mhm.
like my best roommate in this case.
Uh-huh.
Um, Ideally, you would have two separate bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like want to have a different situations. Now we're
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna split the the bill equally and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
aside from that, someone who loves keeping it clean, someone who knows how to cook, because I like cooking, but I want someone else who could cook too. And then someone who's just relaxed. Oh, and doesn't
Yes.
smoke and stuff inside because I can't stand that. I'm so sorry, I just can't stand it.
No, no, no,
So yeah,
don't apologize. It's like
yeah,
it's just I'm like get an alto, get a strip.
exactly,
Go, go.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. And
Oh
then
god.
just like an environment where I could do the things I need to do without being disturbed per se, and like
Yes,
I'll give you your space when you need it, but like I also need my space when I need it.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's my specific answer.
Yes, and I can't smell cigarettes and clothes, especially if you're not the one that did the smoking. That is like, ew. Okay, let's shift.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
crazy. All
All right.
right.
Awesome. Okay,
That
so we got two more rounds of it. Okay.
okay.
So,
I'm ready.
which public transportation do you hate? And your words are blackmail, sales, and rates.
Oh my god, that I hate. I'll say a taxi because one, they be blackmailing on the charges depending on which taxi company it is and how they trying to get there, and especially on the meter, that taxi meter they be having. Um, if there was an option to get out of the taxi, I would set sail to get on Uber. And I can't say Uber because I don't touch Uber with 10-foot pole. But no, actually not even Uber. I'll set sail to use a bike. Or no, motorcycle. I'll set sail going on a motorcycle because one, independent, I could drive it. Well, just when it's not raining and when it's cold. And then at the rate of it, tax driving is not cheap. Cause I think at the most pay maybe 10, maybe 20, almost $30
Mhm.
for a taxi ride. Never again. Never. Mm-mm. Never.
I second that. I second that. I stopped using taxis as soon as Uber came, and then as soon as I
Uh,
got into Uber, I was like, nah, this is also too expensive, and now I'm
yeah.
just stuck in the subway. So yeah, nice.
Oh my God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great answer though.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Your words are officer, overcharge, and constellation. If you had to make an invention, what would it be and why?
Uh, to make an invention.
Yes, and
You
it
know what
was
would be cool
uh-huh.
if there was a place where you could
Mm-hmm.
just lay down.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not away from your home, which is
Mm-hmm.
likely going to be around other people, but you're in an
Mm-hmm.
environment in which you feel like no one's there. Like think about the things that you could do, right? You could
Mm-hmm.
lay back and watch the constellation. You could
Mm-hmm.
just relax and just enjoy your time there without having to worry about being overcharged for anything.
Yeah,
There's no officer bugging you there either. You're just living
yeah.
in the moment. That's that's like the ideal environment that I would like to create. That I don't know if it's possible depending on the place you live.
It's
So yeah,
love it. You were struggling at first, but like you made concoction out of nowhere. Like, yep, good job.
thank
Good
you,
job. Good
thank
job.
you, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right,
Uh-huh.
my last question for you. All
Mm-hmm.
right, what is the most daring thing you've done? And your words are pin, sheep, and bank. Or just a daring thing that you've done.
Oh my God. Um, let's see. If anything daring, I'll have to say mountain climbing. And here's why. When I was in the Army, I was in California and there was a training center. And so there was a lot of people like, you want to do mountain climbing. I said, sure, I'll do it. Why not? Um, I've learned when you do mountain climbing, it is very quiet. You can hear like pin drop. You can hear like a whisper of a rock. It is that steep. With a sheep, I'm glad I did not see no sheep because I ain't gonna lie, I felt like a sheep climbed on a different side of the mountain. And if there was a bank up there and that was the only bank available to get ATM, get some money out of ATM, I probably would not do it. I'm like, take one of the other things and get a fee and get a rebate from it. So I'll say mountain climbing.
Nice. I like that. Actually, sounds like a really cool experience too. Hey, one day, one
It,
day I
it's
might.
really it is really interesting actually. I just learned don't wear combat boots and don't pack a CD player and pack CDs because that's not the right ingredients for melodic climbing. It's not the right things.
That sounds like a very interesting experience you had there.
Yes, it is very interesting. And I'll never do it
So,
again. Never do it
oh God. Okay.
again. All righty. Final group of words. Mixture, ash, and painter. If you had a chance to repaint either a sculpture or like you know how they had to paint in Sistine Chapel or Mona Lisa, which one would you want to redo and why?
Okay. Um, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Neither, because I'm not a painter. Um, like
Okay,
I
watercolor.
heard.
What about watercolors?
I, okay, so the thing with watercolors is like even like regardless of what you're working with, I heard still need to like mix stuff, right?
Mhm,
Like paints in order to get a specific color that requires
mhm,
a mixture, something that historically I've always messed up on.
mhm,
So still not my forte.
mhm,
Like obviously it's not as bad as dealing with ash or anything like that, but if I had to choose one, probably a sculpture, because
mhm.
if worse comes to worse, what I learned probably through TikTok is that you could just take a bucket of a mixture of paint and just splash it on it and it's gonna look great. So that's my way out in case things go wrong, which it probably will. So yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, that's a good one. You make a concoction. You like, dang. You make a concoction. You good.
Thank
You're
you.
good. Good.
Thank you.
Look,
Thank you.
we both learned
We
something new.
nailed this. Oh yeah.
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Sure.
We definitely nailed it. All right. So that's gonna be the end of the gaming question, and now we're gonna jump straight to our main topic. So can you tell us a bit more about the book? And we're
Mhm.
gonna jump to the poem a bit later, but for now, can you tell us a bit more about the book? Maybe like a quick summary, what inspired you to make it? Just like give us information about the books.
Well, my current book, You're Not the Only One, is really really just to encourage people that are not the only one been through some things. And I tell people about the things I've been through, which includes sexual abuse, bullying, relationships with my mom and my dad. And I say dads because there was I hate to say stepfather, but there was, and then the biological one, and also with the wrong boys and men. And so this was really pushed on me last year because I was going to promote my first book, Father Gave Me the Heart, which encouraged people to do things from the heart. And I was at church, and that's what the pastor's like, hey, write the book. You haven't told the whole story. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And it took some time because I did not really want to share everything because I try to keep a lot of things private. And especially when you've been to a lot of therapy counseling, you don't feel like kind of had to go back and tell everything over again. But one thing I can say about the book and even just the process of it, it showed me. It showed where I was at. It showed where I'm healed from. But it showed a lot of mixed feelings, a lot of emotions. It showed how far I've come. It showed how I able to even like forgive. And I don't mean just forgive and mean to say I can't stand you, but forgive, say, hey, I don't like what you did, but I still release you out of my spirit because it's not worth holding a grudge. It also showed me how far I came. And even with the chapter about the relationship with the wrong boys and men, it was the hardest one because there were too many. And you have to go back like Yonda's years, like I'm gonna say like my about no, I'm not even to teenager years and had to remember all of them. There's too many. It was way too many. So I said, let me pick the ones that had the most impact. And once I did that, it was easier, but it was a struggle because I really had to really dig up what I went through with them, but also I told myself, especially when there were red flags, there were signs saying, hey, you need to leave this person alone. They're not good. So even though I was telling what they did, I told on myself what I did, because if I did not, it would not be an honesty, it would not be a transparency. And plus, it was kind of saying that I'm telling what they did, but not saying to myself, not telling people what I could have done, what I should have done. So with that chapter alone, that really was kind of a breakthrough, because I think for me that time, I even, and you probably relate to this, where you say this person did this, they did that, they did that, but they're like, okay, was there signs that, hey, you need to let the person go? Was there signs, hey, you need to end this now? Was there signs that, hey, reason why you're staying with them because you feel like nobody's gonna want you, or you're afraid that you let the person go, who else gonna want to be with you? That's the stuff that was going on with me. So once I got through that chapter alone, I knew, like, okay, Alexia, you're good. And I knew I was really good when I read the whole book. And I wasn't cringy. I wasn't depressed. I wasn't like, woe is me. What have I done? I was able to read it. I was like, okay, Alexia, you did it. Time to move on to something else. So definitely, it helped me a lot. It definitely did.
Yeah, well done. I'm proud of you for being able to share your story with people, and honestly just being brave enough to like put it out there. I really, really respect that.
Thank you so much, because it definitely was not easy.
Yeah.
Even with the sexual abuse, that I didn't mind sharing at all. But what a lot of people did not know was, even though there were boys and men within the family and outside the family, what a lot of people did not know was even a teenage girl did something also to me. And a lot of people did not know that at the time, because I was more focused on the males. But I think in this book, I wrote about the female. And I think it affected me. It really did. At first, I didn't think I did it. It did. I think it bothered me, but I could tell how I'd rather be around men more than women because of what I had been through as a kid. So it was a struggle at first, but I said, you know what, tell it anyway, because I'm probably not the only one who's felt that, and I'm not the only one who's experienced that. And so be able to open up, say, hey, look, I've been through this too. I know it's gonna help a lot of people.
Yeah. No, that absolutely. And well done in writing that. I'm actually very intrigued in terms of like, me reading it on a personal level here. Um,
Thank you.
what was people's general reaction after reading it?
Oh God. I would say with family, I really didn't tell the family about the second book because they was not comfortable. Well, one particular family was not comfortable with the first book, because I told them I'll be writing a book and that family was gonna be mentioned. Um, I was no longer. Let's say this. I'm no longer in contact with certain family members, especially my mom and a younger sibling. And I'm kind of was not happy with that. I was really kind of sad because my mom and I and my younger sibling just reconciled earlier this year. And when I had sent them away to one interview, I did, and I was hoping, hey, hey, proud of you, congratulations, all that stuff. I got the total opposite response. And you talk about try to really try to make me feel less than, and not just through social media, but even through conversation, text messages. And one night I was up and I got a text message from the pastor's wife where church I attend, and she's like, "Did you see this message that some man put?" And so I read it. I was looking like, this girl's dragging me through the mud. And it ain't gonna lie, bro. It really was like, why? What did I do wrong? And even though how they say you see no family, stick with family, I had to realize that, yeah, you're my mom, yeah, you're my sister, yeah, you're blood, but abuse is abuse. And abuse is not a part of my family. And even though it hurt having to let go of them again, in the long run, I realized it was best for me. And then I released them, let them go. But I realized, you know what, they're not a part of where I'm going. So even though I don't like the repercussions that came from it, it made me realize that there was something in them that they probably didn't want to deal with or they want to expose or confront. I will say that I do have like other family members supporting me, and I'm grateful for that because it meant a lot. But I'll say this that I don't regret what I put in the book. I don't regret it at all. And I refuse to regret. I refuse to be afraid of what I put in that book. I refuse to.
Yeah, you have no reason to be honest. Because
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure this impacted you as much as it impacts other people as well. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, there's nothing
Mhm.
to regret in terms of putting things into that book.
Yes, sir.
The I'm curious about the poems. Were they inspired by the book or is it vice versa? Are there any connections between them?
The poems was first.
Mhm.
But as I wrote the book, and even when I do more interviews now, I see the link. When I did my first poem called I Am Eager, Watch Me Soar, I'll be honest with you, it was actually for an assignment that I was taking for a psychology class. And I didn't know what to put, but out of nowhere, I started writing. And I didn't like read it for that class, but I read for another class I took. And I found out that after the class ended, one of the classmates came up to me saying, I've been through that. And one things I mentioned in the poem was about Watch Me Soar, about the sexual abuse. And
Can
when
you
the classmate told me what they've
sorry
been through, I said, wow, it really not just affect me, it's impact others. So
sorry can
I
you can you read the poem right now? Because I want
oh
to
I
be able to.
no
Okay,
no no I sure can because I said let me get this just in case. So
thank
here we
you.
go. I am eager, watch me soar. Watch me soar above the experience of seeing my mother being punched by her husband for no reason. Watch me soar above the experiences of being raped, molested, and sexually abused by men who thought having sex with a child was the thing to do. Watch me soar above situations where constant harassment from kids took a toll on me to the point where I wanted to kill myself. Watch me soar above the bullying from boys and girls, the name calling of ugly, geek, and nerd. Watch me soar above the rejection that was constant from not being the normal child. Watch me soar above those that thought of me as trash when I was actually a precious treasure that they did not know how to handle nor value. Watch me soar above the verbal, the physical, and the sexual abuse that would have killed me, but it only made me stronger. Watch me soar above the old mindset that made me feel less of a conqueror while I am more than a conqueror. Watch me soar above those who thought I would never amount to anything, who thought I couldn't make without them, who thought I was weak when I actually was the strongest link. Watch me soar above the lies of you're a loser, you're a nobody, nobody wants you, kill yourself. It's your fault that he raped you. It's your fault that he hit you. The only way someone is going to want you is if you go into pornography. Go on the streets, kill yourself. I am ego. Watch me soar.
Okay, first of all, I'm so sorry you've been through that.
Oh no, no need to
Second of
apologize.
all, that
No need to
was
apologize.
beautifully written.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
actually
you. Thank you.
like as much as I can't say I related to most of them. I've heard a lot of stories of people who can,
Mhm.
and immediately it reminded me of them. I'm gonna be honest. So
It's
it was
okay.
beautifully written. It was beautifully
Thank you
written.
so much. Thank you so much.
Is that your favorite poem of them?
That's I would say yes because it's really at a point I think it was just an anthem. I think oh it's just an anthem, it's a poem. But the more I thought about it, like this was really a real realization how far I've come because I think I knew I was moving forward. I knew I went through a lot of stuff, but somehow I still kept going. And to write out what I wrote, it was like an encouragement to myself because I think for a while, like I mentioned the poem about how I think that kept getting broken, if not from the views, but verbally broken. And to finally be able to encourage myself, say, you know what, I am ego, watch me soar. it was like saying, you know what? Yeah, you did that. You try to break me, but I'm gonna soar above it. So yeah, this is definitely like it's like my anthem. Actually, if I want to rephrase it, it'd be the anthem of the overcomer.
I love it.
Yeah, anthem of the overcomer. Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
that's
it.
an anthem of the overcomer. I might do a song. You know what? I think somebody would do a, you know what? Yeah, anthem of
Yeah,
the overcomer. That's what I call it. The
do
anthem of the
it.
overcomer. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely,
sir.
definitely, definitely do it. Honestly,
Yes, sir.
that's
It's okay. No, no, no,
amazing.
no, no. It's
No,
it's
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 it's amazing. It's like so well written.
yes,
It's
sir.
hard to it's hard to expand past it. I'm gonna be honest. I think
Yes, sir.
this is one of those things that you just gotta let it settle in and just process it for a little bit.
Yes,
Um,
sir. Yes.
because we're on a podcast, I'm gonna jump on to the next part. Um,
Uh,
so my next question for you. First of all, was there anything else that you wanted to add about? I know I interrupted you when you were in the middle of saying it.
no,
Because I wanted to hear it. Was there
you're
anything else that you wanted to add?
no, oh my God. There's so much more, but let's kind of continue because I want to respect your time, and I know you're
Oh,
hour
that
ahead of me.
that's
Um,
okay. The other questions are like additional questions per se. It's not like this is. I want to get to know you, and I'm pretty sure all the audience members want to get to know you a bit better as well. So by all means, go for it.
um, how about this? Let's do the other rest of the segments, and then we got time to jump back to it. That
Okay,
work?
sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, yeah. So the other. Okay, so here's another question for you. What
Hmm.
would your advice be for someone in their 20s? So let's say someone's in their 20s and they're asking for advice.
Wow, that is a good question. If I had to tell my 20-year-old self that it's okay to be you, it's okay to step out. It's okay to step out on faith. It's okay if you're not married yet. It's okay if you're not, you know, popular. It's okay. And that is no hurry, no rush. Take the time to know you.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, follow-up question.
Mhm.
Teach me something I don't know about life.
About life.
About anything in life general. Just something that I don't know that you feel I should know.
Wow. Thanks for this because it's really pushed me to think. So, wow. If I really had to say something, I would say it's okay. And here's the reason why. Because you know how there's such a society time clock of you're supposed to be doing this and that and that, and for women it's like if you're not married by this age or that age, something's wrong with you. And I want to say that it's okay if you don't go by society's time clock, because when it's time. So that's why I say if it's not, it's okay. If it's not according to society's time clock, it's okay. They'll be okay.
I
They'll
like
be
that.
okay.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
It is true because like everyone has different life experiences and they go at their own pace, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
we unfortunately get pressured into doing things at times before we're ready, or there are also scenarios in reverse where ahead of time, where we're ready ahead of time, but society says
Mhm.
not yet. You gotta wait a little bit, right? And
Yeah.
you don't want to fall into that trap either. You want to whatever works for you, as long as you know what you're doing, or at least you have an idea of what you're doing.
Mhm.
My motto is, hey, yo, just do your part and trust that the rest will end well, because it
Yes,
will.
sir. I like
That's just
that. I like that. Definitely like
thank
that.
you. Thank you. Okay, and then last question, which actually could lead into expanding a bit more.
Mhm.
So what is something that people seem to misunderstand about your life, just in general?
Underestimated.
Interesting.
And the reason why I say that because I'll be honest with you, I'm a nice person. Don't mind being a nice person. Don't mind being the goofiest person ever. Let's put it this way. I'll play Sesame Street and not care. But I think they take a kindness for weakness. And there are times where people done things and I guess they didn't expect me to respond. And when I did respond, I think it kind of caught them off guard. So I'll say just being underestimated, and not just when others did, but I think myself underestimated myself because of how I kept being broken. So one thing I just don't like being underestimated, because one thing I know about me is when you think you got me like this. You think I'm not gonna come up? I come up and shoot up and soar above you, basically. Well, not you, but I show out in a way where you're like, okay, this is a side of life we never saw. And I like that because even with the poem, and looking back now, it connects with the book and the poem. It says to me, Alexia, you really thought you was this, you was like this, but actually you really this. And that people that were around you, I hate to say it, not all, but many people that were around, it's almost like it want me down at the bottom and not up. So be able to go up and rise above what they assumed I was or assumed I was going to be. It's like saying, Alexia, that's more in you and you're stronger than you ever know. And back in the days, somebody told me that. I'm like, yeah, right. But I think about one of the posts you did on Instagram, and I saw a thing called mental strength. And that stood out to me so much because I look back now at the strength, not just as an adult, but as a child. How mentally strong I was to not only come through the abuse that spanned for years, to come through the bullying, to come through the rejection, to come through the abandonment. How strong was I really? Because to be able to go through all that and to be able to still be doing what I'm doing, I must have been that strong. I just didn't recognize it at the time.
I think a lot of people could relate to that, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like the more rough of a upbringing that you've had, the more
Mhm.
stronger you are because you've overcome a lot more,
Yes,
and
sir.
they tend to see that as a weakness, having tougher upbringing. When in reality, it's the exact opposite, and
Yes.
it doesn't get acknowledged enough. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes. Say that, sir. Say that. That's
For
true.
sure.
That is true.
All right. I think this is just past the 30-minute mark. Any last things you want to add right before we wrap up?
Oh my God. Well, first, thank you for the opportunity. I'm definitely appreciate. I'm humbled. I love the title, Heart to Heart Podcast, because we have so many things about trends, clothes, fashion, or God knows I don't want to be rude when I say this, but someone's taught me to be stupid. And you know what I'm talking about. It was not with TikTok, somebody, cancel culture, umpteen petitions, God knows how much. It's so, it gets played out. And I think when this type of podcast, I was like, you know what, heart to heart, I'm thinking, you know what, it's not just, social life, but it's like a heart to heart talk. And I think there are times we are so focused on the wrong things. And about, entertainment, Bachelor, Bachelorette, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be curious about it. But just the fact is the title Heart to Heart podcast. That's like saying, you know what, let's talk from the heart. We got all stuff going on. Let's have a heart to heart talk, because I think when there's a heart to heart talk, it really gives a room, a platform to say, hey, you know what? It's okay to be me. I can be vulnerable. I can expose me. You won't break me. And I think there's a lot of times where, and you probably can relate to this, where you really was open and you exposed and you was vulnerable, and who you expect to say, hey, I'm going to, be precious with what you're telling me, just kind of break it. I think this podcast, and even what I saw on your own file, I said file, Lord help me. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I can tell that you are precious. You really have a heart for people, and that you want to give a place for people to really open their hearts up, because sometimes people don't feel like they have a place to really open their heart up to. And even if I really want to say celebrities, I feel like they sometimes don't have a place where they can open their heart up and say, hey, this is me, this is what's going on. Yeah, I got all this, yeah, I got all that, but heart wise, there's some stuff going on with me. I'm not perfect. So I thank you for this type of podcast because it's needed. And to the viewers, to the listeners that will be listening, be encouraged. You're not the only one. I don't care what background, I don't care your status. I don't care. I don't care your preferences. You know what I mean by that. I will say you will make it, you will overcome because if I can overcome things that I've been through, which most people don't outlive, you can too. And I will say this to the podcaster: if we need to do another round, let me know. I'll come back on here and do another round of this.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm definitely down for it. I'm gonna let you know when time slots open up and whatnot.
Yes,
But
sir.
thank you so much for coming on and for the
You're
kind
welcome.
words. Just to add one little thing to what you said, I think I think the idea of heart to heart should be applied not just in a podcast situation but in life.
Yeah. Yes.
And if that's not happening, we're all fake people. I'm gonna be honest, straight up.
That's it. That is definitely it.
Yeah. So thank you so much again. Where can people see your information? Like I'm gonna put it up in the comments of the podcast. Like, there's gonna be a
Uh-huh.
way, but like if you were to verbally tell people, hey, yo, follow me on this place, where would people go to get more content?
Well, for sure, on Facebook and Instagram, on the name Author Lexi Lex. But if you really want to get really idea who I am, they could swing to my website, and I think I sent it to you. If
Yeah.
not, I'll type in the
Yeah.
link. Not only you get they'll get idea who I am, but also of an event I'll be doing, which I still got to update the website. Lord help me on that. But also other poems that I've done, not just written form, but in like video form. I Am Eagle is one of them, but there's a few other poems. One's called I Can't Say God Don't Love Me, and that came from a place where I really didn't think I was loved at all, especially when, like, I can make mistakes over and over again and to still be loved by the Father in spite of. That's just a great feeling. Another poem called I Am. And then we post another poem, which it's actually about character. So I'll get that posted. So once that's posted, I'll definitely send you a link so that you hear it. But other than that, I just want to be a blessing and encouraging to people. That's my main goal. Ain't about fame. It's not about trying to get, in high school you had the popularity contest, trying to be, the number one star, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to be a blessing. That's my main goal. Just be a blessing.
No, I could definitely sense that from you, and it's
Yeah.
you're doing a great job of it for sure.
Thank you so
So
much.
yeah, I'll definitely be putting the link. The link I'll be putting the link up. It's on the website as well, like on
Yes,
my
sir.
website and on the blog there, so people could actually yeah, head over to the website. I'll put the link up on the screen here,
Uh-huh.
and check out her website, biography of her. Go buy her book as well,
Yes, sir.
and yeah, thank you so much for coming on, Alexia. It was really nice meeting you as well, and
Yes, sir.
yeah, whenever the next opportunity comes, I'll definitely let you know. I'm excited for that. And yeah, I will see you all later. Take care.